现在呢，还要整容吗？
They called me a hideous village girl, but my mask was just the first move in a game they'd already lost.
I watched my brother's arrogance, unaware that the storm had already arrived.
哪来的野丫头？好丑！
My assistant thinks I'm wasting my beauty, but she doesn't get it. If I don't look like a disaster, how can I scare off these rich heirs? Besides, watching them squirm is half the fun.
还不是爷爷生前自作主张给我订了婚，要是不办丑怎么下推联姻对象？而且我觉得这样挺有意思的。
The youngest brother, Guk Sijo, was the first to snap. He tried to bully me into calling off the engagement, but I know exactly how to handle a brat like him. One mention of Grandpa Gu, and he was already losing his mind. Living in the Gu mansion means dealing with more than just the brothers. For instance, this self-proclaimed heiress, Liu Yumeng, who thinks she owns the place. She tried to insult my appearance, so I gave her a lesson in high society reality.
嫁的这个金整过了吧？现在京城的千金质量都这么差吗？原来你家是开药片的呀，那很厉害了。是那种街头摆摊卖膏药的吗？
I've seen many women try to climb their way into our family, but none with a tongue as sharp as Lin Qing's. She didn't just defend herself, she completely dismantled Yu Meng's ego. Yu Meng was crossing the line, and I couldn't just stand by. Lin Qing might be ugly in her eyes, but she is a guest of the Gu family. I had to make it clear who holds the power here.
这是顾家，不是刘家。林青是我们的未婚妻，你再出言不逊，顾家就不再欢迎你。
I saw my chance and took it. Playing the scared little girl behind Bei Yuan's back was the perfect way to drive that plastic socialite insane. Then came the real bombshell. It turns out I'm not just engaged to one of them. I'm the fiancé for all three brothers. The look on Yumeng's face was worth every second of this disguise.
3个，他还真敢选，也不照照镜子看看他配不配。济州哥哥，你不会怪我吧？我只是太害怕了，门突然打开，我有点害怕。
My little brother is usually the one playing tricks, but he finally met his match. Lin Qing's innocent act is so convincing it's almost terrifying.
I decided to push Bei Yuan's buttons by invading his bedroom. He acts so cold and untouchable, but I wanted to see how long he could keep up that gentleman act. I even questioned his preferences just to see him panic.
你想多了，不是我们男女有别啊。你要是不喜欢客房，我可以让西周把他房间让出来给你。
This woman is bold. I'll give her that. She was inches away, teasing me, testing my limits. I had to stay firm, but she was making it incredibly difficult to remain indifferent.
I took the teasing a bit too far. The atmosphere shifted, the air got heavy, and then a total accident happened. My first kiss, gone to a man I was supposed to be scaring away.
我只是……等等，是你亲过来的。
That kiss shattered my composure. I told her I wasn't interested, but my heart was racing. I had to kick her out of the room before I did something I'd regret.
Grandpa Gu finally arrived, and he wasn't happy with how Shizhou had been treating me. I didn't even have to say much. Grandpa's protective instincts did all the work for me.
林笑，顾西周跪下！
I played the humble card, pretending I wasn't good enough for the family. It worked like a charm. Not only did Grandpa trust me more, but Bei Yuan and I now have our own little secret.
我知道的，你也不是不负责任，都是我不够优秀。顾爷爷，您真的让我当总监，可是我不想哎。去了顾氏，岂不是要和顾北圈朝夕相处？
The secrets of the Gu family are buried deep, but Grandpa Gu just handed me a golden shovel. He wants me to be the design director of the Gu group. It's the perfect cover to investigate my past. Even if my cold fiancé thinks I'm just a village girl playing dress-up, Bei Yuan's hesitation is predictable. He sees a burden, while I see an opportunity. If he thinks I'm just here to sit around and look pretty, he's in for a very expensive wake-up call. Grandpa Gu actually cares about my search for my parents.
青青啊，爷爷知道你这次进城是来寻找亲生父母的，你放心，爷爷提起这桩婚事就是想给你一个靠山。至于能不能看上这3个混小子中的一个，还全看你自己。顾爷爷不会勉强你的。
His kindness is a heavy gift. I promise to take care of him, not as a future daughter-in-law, but as family. But the warmth of this moment is quickly interrupted by the cold reality of the mission ahead.
Grandpa is getting soft, but I can't afford to be. An anonymous rival is showing up at the jewelry gala tonight, and I have a feeling this accident with Lin Qing is only the beginning of a much larger game. I need to see who's pulling the strings.
My grandfather's missing ring is the showpiece at tonight's gala.
季白都怪你，出的什么馊主意让我去色诱？
I'll have to slip out unnoticed. The city's nightlife is a different kind of battlefield. And I'm about to show these socialites how a girl from the mountain handles high-tech security. Getting past the digital locks was child's play, but the human gatekeepers are much more annoying. This guard thinks my lack of a gown means a lack of status. He's looking for a gold digger, but he's about to find his worst nightmare.
邀请函呢？这可不是什么阿猫阿狗都能进来的地方。
He's so busy judging my clothes that he doesn't realize he's talking to the woman who could buy and sell this entire building. I'll let him enjoy his little power trip for exactly 10 more seconds.
Jibai's arrival left the arrogant guard speechless.
我怎么不知道我还多了个儿子？我来晚了，没事吧？
Jibai is terrified of her. The guard is speechless. And I'm starting to realize that Lin Qing's village girl act is the most sophisticated disguise I've ever seen. Who exactly is she?
Inside the gala, the air is thick with perfume and ego. A man named Wang thinks I'm just Jibai's latest plaything. He's eyeing the finale ring, my grandfather's ring, and he thinks he can insult his way to owning it.
成年人嘛，这身材确实有几分姿色。好好伺候好季老板，少不了你的好处。
Jibai looks ready to murder him, but I hold him back. Men like Wang are easy to break once you find their greed. I'm going to take that ring, and I'm going to make him pay for every word he just said. I decided to set a trap. I challenged Wang to an appraisal bet. With the finale ring as the prize, he thinks I'm a fool, but he's the one betting his entire reputation against a master he doesn't even recognize.
10倍价格，到时候把这些东西和戒指一起献在上面，岂不是天大的好事？哼，那我就成全你。不过赌注没这么简单，就怕你不敢答应。
10 times the price is a lot of money, but I'm not worried. I'm not just betting on jewelry. I'm betting on his arrogance. He even added a humiliating dance to the stakes. He has no idea he's already lost.
The room is buzzing with anticipation. Everyone expects Lin Qing to fail, especially Liu Yumeng, who's practically salivating at the thought of her humiliation. But I see something in Lin Qing's eyes, a calm that only comes from absolute certainty.
什么？和王老板？那他不是不自量力吗？
I don't know why I'm so sure, but I bet my own fortune on her right now. She's not just a designer, she's a predator in a room full of sheep.
The first 2 rounds were a warm-up. Wang managed to keep up, but now the tension is peaking. He thinks he's got me backed into a corner because I priced a worthless rock so high. He's laughing now, but the appraiser hasn't looked deep enough yet.
南非粉钻，粉中透紫，但清澈度不足，500万左右。
He calls me a witch, but I'm just someone who sees what others miss. The final stone is about to reveal the truth, and Wang's smug face is about to crack like cheap glass.
The appraiser's hands were shaking as he looked at the final stone. It wasn't a waste stone at all. It was a miracle of internal refraction worth 50 million. The entire room went silent as the realization hit Lin Qing didn't just win, she dominated.
这是万年一遇的空内得舍，他现在起码值5000万。
I am Shuang Muqing, the top collector they've been seeking.
你们不，我不签。
Wang's sexism is his downfall. He can't fathom a woman having this much power. But I'm not here for his approval. I'm here for my contract, my ring, and his total public humiliation. Reclaiming my grandfather's ring feels like finding a piece of my soul.
还是你牛啊！我怎么就没传承到老师那双眼睛呢？喏，这是你赢下的戒指，你看看是不是你爷爷留下的东西？
I have the ring, but the man who stole it is still out there. And he's closer than I thought. Bei Yuan is watching me with a new kind of intensity. Is he an ally, or just another secret I have to uncover? The hunt for my parents has only just begun.
他怎么也在？
I thought I could slip away unnoticed with my grandfather's ring. But the universe has a cruel sense of humor. Just as I was making my exit, I collided with the one person I was trying to avoid. Gu Beiyuan. His presence is like a physical weight in the room. And for a split second, I felt my composure slip. I had to act fast, play the clumsy girl, and get out of there before his sharp eyes noticed the way my heart was racing under this mask. He's looking at me with that cold, calculating intensity. If I stay here a second longer, he'll see right through this disguise. I need to disappear before the village girl and the top collector become the same person in his mind.
This woman, Shuang Muqing, carries herself with a grace that feels far too familiar. Her refusal to sell the stone was expected, but the way she avoids my gaze. It's like she's hiding a secret that's right on the tip of my tongue. I decided to push her, to see if I could catch a glimpse of the truth behind that mask.
这位顶级收藏家的嘴唇看起来和我未婚妻十分相像，不知能不能摘下面具一睹真源。
He's playing a dangerous game. That comment about my lips wasn't just a flirtation, it was a direct challenge. He's comparing me to myself, and if I don't leave now, he's going to pull that mask off right in front of everyone. I have to play the eccentric, busy professional and vanish.
下次再说，下次再说，我赶时间。
While I'm busy dodging my fiancé, a real threat is emerging from the shadows. Qing Yang, the man who thinks he can bully his way through the jewelry market, is furious. He lost the stone, and he's looking for someone to blame. He thinks I'm just a lucky amateur he can crush with a single phone call.
你不是想要一个机会吗？那我就给你最后一次机会，盯紧这个女人，把她所有的事情都给我搞砸，让她从哪儿来的滚回哪儿去。
Back at the Gu Mansion, I have to switch gears instantly. From the elite collector to the playful, slightly naive fiancé, I decide to keep Bei Yuan off balance by leaning into the very role he thinks I'm faking. If he wants to know who I am, I'll give him a performance he won't forget.
现在看来你睡得挺好的，记得明天早上7点半和我去公司。
She's bold, I'll give her that. But her eyes don't match her words. She's testing my boundaries, trying to see how much I actually suspect. She thinks she's in control of this little house play, but I'm watching every move she makes. I'm not a man who relies on intuition alone. If she's Shuang Wuqing, there has to be a trail, a car, a witness. But my security team is coming up empty, and the coincidences are starting to pile up. It's almost as if she knows exactly where my blind spots are.
少爷，顾家的监控没有拍到林小姐的身影，只不过后院的监控年久失修，已经坏了。
A broken camera at the exact moment she would have left? That's not a coincidence. That's a professional covering their tracks. Lin Qing, you're becoming more dangerous by the minute.
The next morning, I walk into the Goo Group not as a collector, but as the new design director. The staff is already sharpening their knives, led by a woman named Wang Meili who thinks my face is my only resume. They think I'm a charity case, a village girl who wandered into the wrong building.
我创立的 Summer 在国际上拿奖的时候，故事的设计部还不知道在哪儿呢。北原哥哥，你也是这样想的吗？
She just dropped the name Summer like a grenade. The entire room went silent. I have to maintain the hierarchy, but I can't help but admire the way she handles these hyenas. She's not just defending herself, she's taking over. Bei Yuan is testing me, but I've built empires before.
最后谁的作品被确定，谁就是设计部的总监。
He's testing me, trying to see if I'll break under the pressure. He doesn't realize that I've been designing empires while his staff was still picking out fabrics. I accepted the challenge. It's time to show this office what a real professional looks like. My assistant Wen Nuan thinks I'm wasting my time with the Gu brothers. She's not wrong, my bank account is larger than theirs combined. But money can't buy the one thing I'm missing. The truth about my parents. The Gu family is just a stepping stone to the secrets my grandfather took to his grave.
我也不知道有没有查到，爷爷走之前没告诉我。老师，我还要亲自去见一面。
Wang Meili is desperate. She's already reaching out to Summer for help, not realizing she's calling the very woman she insulted. I'll give her exactly what she wants, a design that will be her undoing. I'll let her pay for the privilege of losing.
顾家那个顾北渊非要我和他打赌，我看他挺自信的，应该会来找 Summer 帮忙。果不其然上钩了。
She thinks she's being clever, but she's just walking into a trap I've been setting since the moment I walked into the office. By the time this competition is over, she won't just lose her job, she'll lose her reputation. Then there's Gu Shizhou, the third brother. He thinks he's a heartbreaker, but he's just a brat with a loud mouth. He's been trying to intimidate me, so I decided to have a little fun at his expense. A little psychological warfare goes a long way with men like him.
你下流，粗鲁，敢这么对小爷，我要让你好看！你就是和林青打赌的王美丽，不用知道我是谁，我会让你赢。哼，我倒要看看你还能不能这么得意。
The look of pure horror on his face was priceless. He thinks he's the predator, but he's just another pawn on my board. I'll keep him occupied while I focus on the real battle ahead.
Suzhou is plotting sabotage, but he's playing with fire.
你就是和林青打赌的王美丽，不用知道我是谁，我会让你赢。
The design competition is about to become a battlefield. Will Lin Qing's secret identity protect her, or will her enemies finally find the crack in her armor? The real game is just beginning, and I have a feeling the winner takes everything.
林村姑还有脸来啊？我劝你还是早点认输吧。
The design department is full of sharks, and Wang Meili is the loudest of them all. She thinks my village girl status makes me an easy target, but she has no idea she's barking at the very person she's trying to imitate. Her arrogance is as suffocating as her cheap perfume.
I walked in just as Meili was trying to play judge and jury. I won't let some middle manager bully the woman Grandpa entrusted to me. If she wants to decide people's futures so badly, I'll give her a new future in the basement of HR.
王美丽，这么想决定别人的去留，不如调去人事部工作吧。
After Bei Yuan cleared the air, I decided to give Meili a little parting gift to keep her blood pressure high. Watching her face turn purple is far more entertaining than any design sketch. I'll let her chew on the fact that I'm closer to the CEO than she'll ever be.
林青，你又在这装什么？没灵感是你没能力。
The tension in the office is reaching a breaking point, and Meili is losing her grip. When I saw her raise a hand against Lin Qing, something in me snapped. I don't care about office protocols. I just want everyone to know that she's under my protection.
我没事的，王姐可能误会我们的关系了。
I saw that slap coming from a mile away, but letting it almost land was a calculated move. I needed Bei Yuan to see the true colors of the people he trusts. He thinks I'm stubborn, but I'm just playing the long game to clean up his company.
还不是让你认清你手下的本性，不感谢我就算了。我没想到城里人都这么粗鲁，而且北原哥哥你会保护我的，我相信你。
Even my brother Shuzhou is starting to notice the change in me. He thinks I'm falling for her, but I keep telling myself I'm just following Grandpa's orders. Still, the way I'm choosing sides, it's becoming harder to deny even to myself.
表面上是这样，内心说不定已经偏心了。
I thought I'd tease him a bit with my design draft, but Bei Yuan flipped the script. He's usually so cold and calculating, but for a second there, the air between us felt heavy. I had to make a quick exit before my heart gave me away.
这还用说吗？顾北渊是不是疯了？我不过是调戏他几句， 他还真准备动手啊！但是我们现在还小，爷爷也说让我们先增进感情。我什么都没看到。
While Baiyuan is being sweet, his brother Shizhou is being a nuisance. He actually thought he could sneak into my room and intimidate me. He's about to learn that this country girl has a black belt in dealing with arrogant brats.
疼，放了我！
The day of the competition finally arrived. Meili walked in like she already won, not realizing she's holding the very trap I set for her. She thinks she's presenting a summer original, but she's just signing her own professional death warrant.
我先来吧，万一刘老板看完我的，就不用看林青那个外行的了。这份设计稿可是我拜托了 Summer 的顶级设计师，再加上我自己的理解画出来的。
The situation turned ugly fast when Mr. Liu accused Lin Qing of plagiarism. I wanted to believe her, but the evidence looked damning. Mei Li is gloating, and the partnership is on the verge of collapse. If Lin Qing doesn't have an ace up her sleeve, she's finished.
是啊，比起某些人自以为是的创作，我可是很重视这次合作呢。刘老板，这部分是我的创作。
They're all so quick to point fingers. Meili is so sure of her victory that she's willing to bet her dignity on it. Fine. If she wants to see the real head of Summer, I'll give her a front row seat to her own downfall.
还解释什么？难道你要说你是 Summer 的负责人吗？
I only needed 3 minutes to end this farce. When Wen Nuan walked through those doors, the look of confusion on everyone's faces was priceless. The real game is just beginning, and Meili has no idea she's already lost everything.
你急什么？难不成你是怕给我跪下道歉？
I was ready to defend her, but then the world-famous Wen Nuan walked right past me. The way she bowed to Lin Qing, it wasn't a mistake. My village girl fiancé isn't just a designer, she's the boss of the entire Summer Empire. The mystery of Lin Qing just got a lot more complicated.
老大，要是没有那2个东西挡着我，我就不会迟到了。
温老师，您没认错吧？
I've spent years hiding my true face, but watching these clowns doubt me is starting to get old. They think a village girl can't be a genius? Fine. Let's see how they handle the real boss of Summer. Look at his face. 1 minute he's a lion, the next he's a whimpering puppy. Apologies are cheap, but seeing him bow is a good start.
凭你输了赌约，自愿离开故事，并且向林青道歉。
I knew she was hiding something, but this? My little fiancé just turned the entire industry upside down. If Wang Meili thinks she can still bully my woman after this, she's dumber than she looks. I don't care about the bet. I just wanted to see her grovel. Nobody touches what belongs to the Gu family. The mystery was fun for a second, but now I need answers. Is she a genius, a collector, or just a professional liar? I brought her to my office to peel back the layers, but she's tougher than I thought.
你还要再装到什么时候？如果我没猜错的话，名声大噪的顶级收藏家也是你吧？
He thinks he's so smart, pinning me against the desk like he's caught a spy. If he knew I was only here for my grandpa, he'd realize his precious Gu family isn't the prize he thinks it is. He actually had the nerve to mention my grandfather. He thinks he can buy me with his money and power? He's got the wrong girl. I'm not some charity case he can control.
你真当你顾家是什么香饽饽吗？要不是不想让爷爷担心，我才不想来当一个小小的设计师。
She's like a cornered cat, all claws and fury. I tried to warn her, but she just spat in my face. Fine. If she wants to play it this way, let's see how long she lasts without my protection. I tried to drown the frustration in a glass of whiskey, but even the noise of the bar couldn't quiet my head. Every woman who approaches me just makes me miss her sharp tongue more. It's pathetic. There's a missing piece to this puzzle, a birthmark. If she's the girl I've been looking for all these years, then everything changes. But the more I dig, the more ghosts I find.
现在哪儿了？找了你这么多年，为什么一点消息都没有？
Just when I thought I was out, he pulls me right back in. Secretary. He just wants to keep me on a short leash so he can watch my every move. But two can play at this game.
等等，我什么时候成你的秘书了？
He thinks he's won because he signed a piece of paper. He has no idea that being his secretary gives me the perfect cover to investigate the Su family. Baiyuan wants to play the hero? I'll show him, I don't need one. His brother Nanan is much easier to handle and much more useful for making a certain CEO jealous.
南安哥哥，你也收到了苏家的邀请函吧？我还没有礼服呢，能不能陪我去挑一下呀？你的眼光肯定最棒了。
Watching her cling to Nanan was like a punch to the gut. She's doing it on purpose, using my own brother to get under my skin. And the worst part? It's working.
Liu Yumeng is back, and she's still as delusional as ever. She thinks she owns the store just because she has a loud mouth. I'll let her think she's winning for a minute. The fall is always better from the top.
你不配和我穿一样的礼服。
She's so predictable. I just had to pretend to want the dress, and she snatched it up like a hungry fish. Little does she know, that style was never meant for someone like her. The moment I stepped out, the room went silent. Summer designs are about power, not just fabric. Liu Yumeng looked like she'd seen a ghost. And honestly, seeing her ego crumble was better than any paycheck.
这怎么可能？当初我穿的时候
Nanan plays the gentleman role perfectly, but I've seen enough nice guys to know a player when I see one. He's refined, sure, but but he's just another Gu with a hidden agenda.
原本以为顾家也就这个顾南安比较好，风度翩翩还温柔，没想到是个中央空调啊！
I played the victim to see Shizhou's protective side.
我好害怕，这个大妈好凶，一直说我是乡下来的，我是不是真的很丢人呀？
I played the victim just to see Shizhou's reaction. He's usually such a brat, but he actually threw her out for me. But as the store cleared out, I realized the Su family's banquet is tomorrow. The truth about my parents is within reach, but will I survive the lion's den, or will my secrets finally bury me?
我去，你怎么长得这么好看？你为什么？
My brothers are becoming a real headache. Xizhou is suddenly obsessed with Lin Qing, claiming she's some hidden beauty who's secretly in love with him. It's delusional, but seeing him so worked up over my fiancé makes my blood boil for reasons I'm not ready to admit.
三弟，有时间来找我一趟。
Nana might think he's being the rational one, but even he's acting strange. He's buying her dresses and playing the gentleman while I'm stuck watching from the sidelines. Something about this dynamic is shifting, and I don't like being the last one to know the truth. The drive to the Su family banquet was pure torture. I deliberately arranged for her to ride with Nanan just to see her reaction, but all I got was that sharp tongue of hers. She can read me like an open book, and it's infuriating.
没想到你身材居然这么好，要是再把脸挡住，简直完美。
Jealous? Of a girl who deliberately makes herself look like a disaster? I told myself I was just protecting the Gu family's reputation, but every time she looks at Nanan, I want to drag her back to my side.
While the Gu brothers were busy with their petty jealousies, the Su family was preparing for their princess's big night. Seeing Su Mingye draped in luxury, being pampered by the parents I never knew, felt like a slap in the face. They treat her like a treasure while I'm treated like trash.
那不是，我苏家的小公主就得要漂漂亮亮的。来，妈妈特意准备的蓝宝石项链，爸爸给你戴上。
That sapphire necklace should have been mine. Every smile they give her is a reminder of everything that was stolen from me. But the Su family has no idea that the real storm is just about to walk through their front door. Watching Su Mingyue was like looking into a twisted mirror.
今天很高兴大家能来小女苏明月的生日，大家尽情欢庆，招待不周还请见谅。为了庆祝宝贝女儿生日，我苏家酒楼欢庆3日。
The way she carries herself, the way she smiles, it's all a lie built on my displacement. If she's the daughter they love, then who am I? The truth is buried somewhere in this house, and I won't leave until I dig it up. The sight of the Su family's happy life broke my composure.
就算长得像，她也不是我妈妈。她的女儿就站在那里。
Su Mingyue tried to mark her territory, but I have the ring.
这是苏明月，苏家千金。苏小姐，这是我未婚妻林青。
The look on her face when I claimed my place as the future mistress of the Gu family was priceless. She thinks she's a princess, but she's just a guest in a story that's no longer hers to write.
I silenced the room with a grace they never expected.
跳得很好，林青，你真的和外表展现出来的很不一样。
I couldn't even lie to her. The mask she wears is thick, but her talent is undeniable. Every step she took was a slap to the faces of those who doubted her, and for the first time, I felt lucky to be the one holding her hand.
My biological mother saw her own ghost in my face.
我从小和父母走丢，是爷爷捡到我把我带大的。我不知道我父母是谁。
I could feel her eyes burning into me, searching for an answer she wasn't sure she wanted to find. Beiyuan stepped into cover for me, but the seed of doubt had already been planted. The Su family's foundation is starting to crack. Su Mingye realized the spotlight was shifting, so she did what she does best, played the victim. She tried to act all sisterly and kind, but I wasn't buying it. I told her straight to her face that I don't need to steal what's already dead to me.
你还真是难对付。
The room exploded into accusations, but I didn't need to hear a word of it. I know Su Mingyue, and I'm starting to know Lin Qing. One uses tears as a weapon, the other uses the truth. I made my choice right then and there.
我对不起，是我逾越了。以后我会和北院保持距离的。林妹妹，你别生气了。
Chairman Su was out for blood, demanding an apology for his daughter's ruined dress and wounded pride. I tried to settle it with money and a polite apology to keep the peace, but Lin Qing wasn't having any of it. She'd rather burn the bridge than cross it on her knees.
抱歉，伯父，我以未婚夫的身份代表他向苏家道歉。
我手里的项目让出30%给苏家，表表歉意。
Her defiance is both her greatest strength and her most dangerous trait. I offered 30% of my project just to make the problem go away, but Chairman Su's ego is bigger than his bank account. He doesn't want money, he wants her broken.
Chairman Su thinks his little family business is the center of the universe. He actually had the nerve to call me uneducated and try to slap some sense into me. He has no idea that I could buy and sell his entire legacy before breakfast.
污蔑他人，逼迫教训啊，这就是所谓的大家风范，真是让我开了眼界。
He raised his hand, his face twisted in a pathetic rage. He thinks he can break me with a slap? He's about to find out that the village girl he's insulting is the only person who can save his family from the abyss. But will I let him fall? Or will I show him what a real lesson looks like?
看清楚，我一般都这样破人。
今天这女人不跪在玻璃上给明月磕头道歉，我就让顾家领尸体回去。
Bei Yuan chose to protect me, declaring war on the Su family.
林青是我的未婚妻，我一定会护着她。
Declaring war on the Su family was the easiest decision I've ever made. Watching Lin Qing's eyes widen made every lost contract worth it. From this moment on, we aren't just partners, we're against the world.
The fallout was immediate. My so-called parents didn't even hesitate to cast me out, calling me a jinx and a disgrace. It's funny how they can claim to love a daughter they've only known for 5 minutes while throwing their real flesh and blood to the wolves.
怕什么？不过是合作。顾家多的是备选，你别放在心上。
Fine by me. I never wanted their name anyway, but they'll regret this when they realize the jinx they just kicked out is the only thing keeping their empire from crumbling. I won't let Bei Yuan sink. It's time to play the CEO.
季白，盯紧顾氏的情况，必要时以轻生集团的名义进行合作。
I've spent years building Qingsheng Group into a legend. If I have to burn the Su family's ambitions to the ground to save Bei Yuan, I'll do it without blinking. Let the games begin.
The Su family is circling like vultures, but I'm not dead yet.
真相就摆在大家的眼前。我这次来，也是带着知名合作商刘老板来的，为的就是告诉大家，我们苏氏的产品才是值得信赖的品牌。
They were vultures circling a kill that wasn't dead yet. I watched them walk away, feeling the weight of the entire company on my shoulders. But I wasn't alone. I could feel Lin Qing's presence in the background, a silent storm waiting to break. I was prepared to lose it all, but then a miracle happened. A massive investment from Qingsheng Group dropped into my lap out of nowhere. I looked at Lin Qing, and for a moment, I saw a mastermind behind that mask. My assistant was practically vibrating with excitement.
顾总，青生集团居然主动和我们合作了，就是刘老板扔下的那批货。
The Su family is getting desperate. Chairman Su is now resorting to kidnapping and blackmail, using a child to force Wang Ma into betraying the Gu family. I've seen some low moves, but threatening an old woman's grandson is a new level of pathetic.
想想你的小孙子重要，还是顾家重要？顾氏家大业大，怎么可能因为你而倒闭呢？
I noticed Wang Ma acting strange, her hands shaking as she served tea. She's been with the Gu family for years, but greed and fear are powerful motivators. I need to set a trap before she does something we all regret. I caught Liu Qing bullying Xizhou, spewing disgusting insults about our family. He thinks because the Gu group is in trouble, he can treat us like trash. He's about to find out that even a bankrupt Gu family has teeth.
你就是林青，真是丑得令人作呕。你是怎么把顾家3个少爷勾引得魂不守舍的？难道他们有恋丑癖吗？
I didn't even hesitate. I grabbed his arm and twisted until I heard him beg. He called me ugly? I'll make sure his face matches his personality before I'm done with him. Apologizing is just the start. We set a trap to catch the mole in the Gu family.
我给他们的时间不多，王妈很可能就在今晚行动。如果是要盗取机密，那最好的地点就是顾北渊的书房。
I watched the security feed with a heavy heart. Wang Ma was like a mother to us, but betrayal is betrayal. Lin Qing was right, we have to be ruthless if we want to survive the Su family's next move. The final showdown. I brought the Su family and the press together to reveal the truth. Wang Ma stood there, trembling, as she pointed the finger at the man who ruined her life. Chairman Su's face turned pale, then purple with rage. He actually tried to destroy the evidence in front of everyone.
证据？我可没看到什么证据。这次算你走运，我们走着瞧。
Su father thought he won by destroying the recording. He didn't realize he was just confirming his guilt to every camera in the room. In this game of chess, he was always 3 moves behind. I didn't even need a real recording to break him.
其实并没有赢，但是我想苏总的态度足以证明这一切不是。
The Gu group is stronger than ever, and the Su family's reputation is in tatters. But as I watched Lin Qing walk away, I realized the biggest mystery was still unsolved. Who is the woman behind the mask? And what other secrets is she hiding from me? The real game is only just beginning.
林姐，你太牛了！这次要是没有你，我哥估计愁得头发要掉一半。
The Su family's plan failed, and watching them scramble is pure satisfaction.
She saved the company, and all I can think about is how to get 5 minutes alone with her. A victory dinner seems like a good start, but she's not the type to be easily impressed by a fancy menu. I have to be sincere if I want her to say yes.
Our dinner date was cut short by a clumsy collision, but when I saw what fell out of that old man's hands, my heart stopped. That scroll, it shouldn't be here. It was a gift I gave to my teacher years ago. A piece of my life I thought was buried on the mountain.
我的画啊！
I didn't care about being polite anymore. Finding him here, in the middle of the city, felt like a message from the past. I had to know if it was really him. My teacher recognized me instantly, despite the mask.
丫头。
Back at the tea house, the reality of my grandfather's death finally hit me again. Teacher Zhang was the only one who understood what he meant to me. But he wasn't just here for tea. He was sizing up the man standing next to me.
这就是你爷爷给你找的未婚夫？ 我看也不怎么样，哪里配得上你？
Then he drops a bombshell about our family's history. It turns out the dead Io Lin Qing goes back generations. Her grandfather didn't just find me a wife, he saved my family's legacy with his own life. We were bound long before we ever met.
我知道你爷爷出事还是我告诉林清爷爷的。林清他爷爷好心不会见死不救，才冒死从荒山野岭的地方把你爷爷救出来。
The past is a puzzle, and I'm missing the most important pieces. My parents, the thief who stole my inheritance. I need answers. But Teacher Zhang is being frustratingly cryptic. He knows something, but he's not ready to say it.
您知道我父母的身份吗？还有我爷爷的身份，还有那位想抢爷爷遗产的神秘人到底是谁？
I watched her face as she asked about her parents. For the first time, I saw the vulnerability behind her armor. She didn't leave the mountain for a marriage, she left it to find herself.
Teacher Zhang points me toward Aunt Shen, a name I haven't heard since I was a child. She was my piano teacher, and apparently, she holds the key to my origin. But getting to her won't be easy. She doesn't just let anyone in.
沈晴老师，教我钢琴的那位老师。
Shen Qing, the woman who shut her doors to the world? It seems Lin Qing's Village Girl Act is hiding a network that even the Gu family can't touch. Every secret I uncover just leads to 10 more.
Su Mingyu is chasing fame, but she has no soul.
沈老师，等一下，我是苏明月，毕业于伯克利音乐学院，学琴15年，这些都是我的创作。听闻沈老师是钢琴界第一师，今日我前来拜师。
Aunt Shen doesn't care about titles. She cares about soul. And Mingjie? She's as hollow as a plastic trophy. Watching her get rejected in front of everyone was almost too easy.
Sue's mother has a big mouth and zero class. She's still trying to paint Lin Qing as some uneducated peasant, even after everything. I was ready to shut her down, but I had to remind her that the Su family is on thin ice.
苏母，之前苏家对我顾家产品动手的事，我可以看在这么多年情分的面上不计较。但是你再这么出言不逊，就别怪我不顾情面了。
The look on their faces when Shen Qing recognized Lin Qing was priceless. The village girl they were just mocking just became the star pupil of the industry's toughest critic. The power dynamic in this room just shifted permanently.
林，你是林老头家的那个丫头。
Mingjie is desperate. She can't handle being second best, especially to me. She wants a competition? Fine. I'll play her game, but the stakes are going to be higher than she can afford. She wants me to leave the Ge family if I lose? Then she better be ready to lose everything.
他的曲谱都是名曲东拼西凑出来的，拼尽能力差他，我为什么收他为徒？
This bet is insane. Lin Qing is gambling with our future like it's pocket change. I tried to stop her, but she's determined to defend her teacher's honor. I have to make sure everyone knows where I stand, even if she's being reckless.
我的未婚妻只能是林清，苏明月，你有什么资格替我选择？
Beiyuan thinks I'm gambling with our future.
离开我身边这种赌约，你都可以轻易答应。林清，我在你心里究竟算什么？
Every time I sit at a piano, I remember why I'm here. My grandfather's last words haunt me. He wanted me to have a family, to not be alone. But the people who should be my family are the ones I'm fighting in this city.
不怕，爷爷给你找了家人，顾家以后就是你家，你还有爸爸妈妈，他们会疼你的。
I lost the only person who truly loved me. Now, I'm going to find the truth. No matter how many geniuses I have to crush along the way, I'm doing this for you, Grandpa. I played with royal grief, stunning the judges.
这是谁的曲子？妙啊，实在是流觞曲水，余音绕墙啊！
Su Minggui's last resort is to call me a cheat. She claims I'm just imitating Aunt Shen. It's pathetic. She doesn't understand that music isn't about following notes. It's about fixing what's broken and making it whole.
是，原版的凛冬前奏起调听着沉闷悠长，但是中间起伏太小。曲目整体听着虽然低沉难耐，但是让人感情无法抒发。我自作主张加了行之符，提了中间的调子。
The world finally sees her for who she is, a genius. But as the applause fades, I see the Su family whispering in the corners. They've lost the battle, but they're not done playing dirty. They'll try to use the judges to steal her victory.
作弊就是作弊，评委的评大才是公平公正的。就你这张脸，你只敢自己偷偷躲在房间里，你赢不了。
Su Mingyu thinks a Berkeley degree makes her royalty. She spent the whole night trying to bury me under her arrogance, calling me a village girl who only knows the keys. She's so obsessed with my face that she can't even hear the soul in the music. She's desperate to prove I'm a fluke. But little does she know, the judges aren't as blind as she is. I'm not just playing for a trophy. I'm playing to reclaim a life she stole.
I watched the judges' faces, and I knew talent can't be faked, no matter how much the Su family screams about rigging. They wanted an apology, but all they got was a reality check that shattered their pride.
黑幕，我是不会给这个村姑道歉的。你藏得真深啊！你给我等着！
Winning the bet felt empty when I saw the look on Beiyuan's face. He's furious that I gambled with our engagement, but he doesn't understand that I had to defend my teacher's honor, even if it meant risking everything.
你非要和他打赌吗？不管赌注是什么， 就迫不及待地答应他的赌约，那我算什么？
I wanted to tell him that I knew I wouldn't lose, but he didn't give me a chance. He walked away, leaving me with a victory that felt more like a defeat.
I was tired of the masks and the secrets. I saw through her village girl act long ago, and that fake scar was the last straw. I needed to know if our entire relationship was just another performance for her.
没有想离开顾家，那你躲什么？是怕我发现你的疤痕是假的吗？
I told her to drive away because I couldn't stand the thought that she was only staying for my grandfather. If there's no heart in this, I'd rather she just leave.
While I was reeling from Beiyuan's departure, Aunt Shen dropped a bomb that changed everything. My search for my parents ended in the most twisted way possible. Right here in this city.
是苏家，刚刚维护苏明月的人是你的母亲。
The woman who just insulted my upbringing and called me shameless is the woman who gave me life. The irony is enough to make me sick, and the pain is worse than any scar. Beiyuan came back with proof, but the truth didn't set me free, it caged me. The Su family didn't just lose their daughter, they replaced her with a model they liked better, someone who didn't remind them of their failure.
苏明月的生日宴后，我就暗中叫人做了亲子鉴定。你走丢后，苏家也找过寻过，但是谁都没有找到你去了哪里。后来我父母出事后，顾老爷子就带着我们搬走，我也就失去了个消息。再一次得知苏家就是他们收养的苏明。
I spent years wondering if they missed me. Turns out they were too busy playing house with a stranger to even remember my name. I'm just a ghost to them now.
I saw the light go out in her eyes when she realized she'd been replaced. I've waited a lifetime for her to see me, not as a contract or a debt, but as her home. I couldn't let her feel alone for one more second.
因为我应该喜欢上你。
She needs to know that even if her parents don't want her, I'll never let her go. I'll be the family she's been searching for.
Grandpa Gu forced a reunion I never truly wanted.
我也就不拐弯抹角。我找到珊珊了。
The silence in the room was deafening. I watched my biological parents look at me not with love, but with pure, unfiltered disgust.
My grandfather knew the only language the Su family speaks is money. He offered them $5 million just to acknowledge their own flesh and blood. It's pathetic, but it was the only way to fulfill an old friend's dying wish.
500万，就当我这老头求你们了。林老哥，你的遗愿，无论如何我都会做到的。
The Su family didn't want a daughter. They wanted a paycheck. Behind closed doors, my mother was already plotting how to use me to comfort her real daughter, Mingye. I'm just a tool for their revenge.
怎么可能？那是我养了10几年的宝贝女儿，她一个什么都不懂的村姑，我们让她回到苏家已经是仁至义尽了。你只认你，林青之前不是处处针对你，这次我就替你报仇。
The stakes just got higher. Qingyang is breathing down the Su family's neck, and they're so terrified of losing their status that they're willing to sacrifice Lin Qing on a public stage. They've promised to humiliate her to prove their loyalty to a thief.
我们不敢，不敢，我们不会认林青的，绝对不会。
They think they can use her as a pawn, but they have no idea that I'm about to flip the board. I won't let them touch a hair on her head.
Su Mingge thinks I'm trash, but the truth is coming.
一个50万的玉镯就要打发我？好你个林青，你居然真的是他们的女儿，就这么迫不及待的回来想取代我的位置吗？做梦！
The banquet is set, and the trap is laid. But as I look at the invitation, I have to wonder, when the masks finally fall, will there be anything left of this family to save, or will we all burn together in the truth?
回到苏家，要是苏家对你不好，就跟我们说，都是一起。
The Su family's invitation is a golden trap I'm ready to spring. While the invitation sits on my nightstand like a ticking bomb, I see Gu Nanan watching me with a new kind of intensity. He finally realizes that the ugly village girl he once looked down on is the only one who can actually save the Su family's dying prestige. He remembers me from our childhood, but the girl he met then is long gone, replaced by someone who knows exactly how to play his game.
我听大哥说，你不仅会设计，还会鉴别珠宝。在苏明月生日时，你的舞步很优雅，面对苏家的威胁也不卑不亢，坚持要证明自己清白。
Qin Yang is the puppet master I'm finally tracking down.
塞翁失马焉知非福，让你调查的事怎么样了？
The Su family failed my final test of humanity by stealing my work.
那不看看是谁女儿？今天接到华瑞电话的时候，我都不敢相信。
The recognition banquet is a circus, and the Su family are the clowns. They treat Lin Qing like a stray dog they're forced to house, while praising that social climber, Ming Yue. I can't stand by while they try to lecture her on how to be a lady. If they won't protect their true daughter, then I'll make sure they regret ever doubting her.
林青是真正的苏家大小姐，你这只麻雀飞上了树枝，还真把自己当凤凰了。
My biological mother's words cut deeper than any knife. She calls me wicked and ugly, insulting the grandfather who actually loved me while I was alone in the mountains. They think they can use my past to shame me, but they've forgotten that my grandfather is the only line they should never have crossed.
勤奋，我苏家要的大小姐是从小培养的大家闺秀，而不是像你一样的垃圾。
They want to talk about my face? Fine. Let's see how they handle the truth. They've spent so much time obsessing over a fake scar that they've completely missed the woman standing right in front of them. It's time to wipe away the mask and show them exactly what they threw away for the sake of their precious social status.
现在呢，还要整容吗？
所以你就高傲的看待别人，抢了别人的父母，还不要脸的装白莲花，这就是你的教育水平。
Qin Yang, the thief of my grandfather's legacy, finally appeared.
这么个小姑娘，一次次打破我的计划。林老哥，你总是这么有能耐。不过，我等了这么多年，绝对不会放过这次机会。
是我不同意林青回到苏家，我就不信顾家有本事针对我。
$5 million. That's the price of my family. My mother admits she only took me back for the money, and curses the day I was born. My heart didn't just break, it turned to stone. I was searching for a home, but all I found was a business transaction fueled by hatred and greed.
认你！要是知道你长大后这副样子，还处处针对明月，我情愿你就死在被拐卖那年。
The Su family's ignorance is even deeper than their cruelty. They think they've won because they have a few million in their pockets. They have no idea that the woman they just cursed is the one who holds their entire future in her hands. It's time to reveal who the real master of Huanrui actually is.
轮得到你在这儿胡说八道吗？你是想害死苏家
？Qin Yang is cornered, desperately trying to hide his theft.
我也出了不少力，凭什么是你爷爷获得荣耀？这本就是我的。既然你不走，那就别怪我赶尽杀绝了。顾家，只要你们驱逐林青，归顺于我，我可以留你们一命。
Qin Yang thinks he can corner me with his pathetic threats, but he's forgotten one thing. I'm not that lonely girl from the mountains anymore. As he barks his demands, my brothers step forward like an unbreakable wall of steel.
This thief is truly delusional if he thinks I'd ever hand her over to a snake like him. My brothers and I are ready to show him that the Gu family doesn't negotiate with trash, we dispose of it.
喂，什么？合作取消？为什么？喂，林青，你疯了吗？这可是10几亿的项目。
While Qin Yang fumes, Su Mingye is still playing her petty games, mocking me as if I've run out of cards. She has no idea that the billion-dollar project she's so proud of is a leash I'm about to snap. I watch the color drain from my biological father's face as he realizes their golden ticket just turned into ash. He calls me insane, but the only madness here was their belief that they could betray me and still profit from my success. The hypocrisy of this family is boundless. My mother has the nerve to demand I hand over the project because of blood ties, the same ties she spat on just moments ago. They insulted my grandfather, the only man who truly raised me, and that is a debt they can never repay.
他只是我一个助理而已，别着急，好戏才刚刚开始。
They call me heartless, but they're the ones who traded their daughter for social status. I'm done being their pawn. If they want to talk about family, they can talk to the shadows of the bridge they just burned. The truth of my identity will crush her lies.
怎么可能？钱老，他怎么可能真的是桓瑞的继承人？
The reveal of her true identity is the ultimate slap in the face for these vultures. Lin Qing isn't just a girl they abandoned, she's the heir to an empire they could only dream of touching. The show is indeed just getting started.
With the Su family in shambles, I turn my focus back to the real enemy. Elder Zhang and I have been coordinating behind the scenes to ensure Qin Yang has nowhere left to run. The stolen badge is the final piece of the puzzle, and the trap is set. Elder Zhang finally steps out of the shadows to confront the man who built a kingdom on theft. Qin Yang's face twists in terror as he realizes his past has finally caught up with him.
只是林老哥不愿意和你争，你千不该万不该，偷了徽章，还想要逼走林丫头。
秦老弟，现在回头还来得及。
The moment of total collapse has arrived for Qin Yang. My team has successfully acquired 70% of his group's shares, stripping him of everything he ever stole. Now, it's time for the law to take over.
由魏国大使林清调查，秦氏集团秦阳偷取定国将军徽章，即刻打入大牢审讯。
Watching him get dragged away, still screaming about being a general, is the most satisfying closure I could have asked for. The thief is finally where he belongs behind bars. Now that they've seen the power of the general's emblem, my biological parents are suddenly full of love and misunderstandings. It's nauseating to watch them crawl back, begging for a chance to bond now that I'm wealthy.
刚刚都是不了解才会这样。你是我们的亲生女儿，血浓于水，怎么能说断就断？
Their greed is even more transparent than their lies. They don't want a daughter. They want the status that comes with her name. I won't let them manipulate her with their fake tears after everything they put her through.
They try to use my grandfather's memory against me, claiming he'd want me to forgive them. They don't realize that his love was the very thing that taught me to recognize their poison. I'm cutting the cord once and for all.
我看钱才是你的女儿吧，林姐，跟我们回顾去。咱不稀罕他们。
The blood tie is officially dead. I'm choosing the family that actually stood by me when I was nothing in their eyes. The Su family is nothing but a bitter memory now. I give Elder Zhang the final word to deal with them according to the law. Their assistance in Qingyang's crimes won't go unpunished. As they're led away, their pleas for mercy fall on deaf ears.
恶有恶报，把他们带下去吧，依法处置。
The House of Cards has finally collapsed. The villains are gone. The legacy is restored. And for the first time in my life, I can breathe without the weight of their shadows over me.
With the storm finally over, I realized there's one more thing I need to settle. I've spent so long protecting her out of duty, but somewhere along the way, it became the only thing that mattered to my heart.
我犹豫再三，还是想向你表白，想告诉你我的心意。你不是我权衡利弊之后的选择，不是我犹豫再三之后的配选，而是我怦然心动后的坚定。我并不能确定我是在什么时候喜欢上了你，可能是在你受欺负时想要保护你的冲动，可能是在你哭泣时想要拥你入怀的心疼，可能是在你能反击别人时沉迷在你眼里那份骄傲。林青，我喜欢你。林青，我想请求你给我一个成为你的男朋友的机会，我会倾尽我的所有来呵护你，疼爱你，在你回到苏家依旧做你的后盾，保护你，呵护你。
He's asking for a chance to be my boyfriend, to protect me forever. After a lifetime of being abandoned, having someone choose me so purely is the greatest victory of all.
我说答应你，我的男朋友。
She said yes. My journey with her started with a contract, but it's ending with a promise. I'll spend the rest of my life making sure she knows she's the only one I'll ever choose. Our story has reached its peak, but in this city of secrets, every ending is just a new beginning. What other challenges await us in the shadows of the elite? Only time will tell if our love is truly unbreakable.